Hey guys! First of all, sorry for my lack of reviews lately. I was actually waiting for City of Fallen Angels, the fourth book of the Mortal Instruments series, to come out, and it did! Today! So guess what this review is about? This book, and the characters in this book, put me through a whirl of all sorts of emotions that you normally only get from people that actually exist. Which is what makes the series so great! Well, that and Jace Wayland. / Herondale. / Lightwood. / my husband. Whatever. Let me start out this video with a big, fat spoiler warning. If you have not read this book yet, I'll kind of ruin it for you. So that's it, your spoiler warning. No complaining. City of Fallen Angels basically starts off where City of Glass left off. Jace and Clary and their totally dysfunctional relationship is still intact. Simon is still a vamp, still in his crappy band, but is now juggling two girls, Isabel and Maya. May. You get the idea. And for some undiscernible reason, Alec and Magnus are on vacation. Honestly, it's not until about halfway through the book that anything exciting really happens. Not that the first half isn't interesting, but there's generally not a lot of action until then. Props to Cassandra Clare, what a plot. Oh boy. That woman can keep you reading. The main problem in the book is basically someone's trying to make a army of demon babies, like more Sebastians. You think that sounds disturbing? Oh, it gets better. Then there's Camille, the super old vamp who once upon a time was all cozy-cuddly with Magnus Bane, killing off old members of the Circle. For those of you who've read the first Infernal Devices book, you'll recognize Camille. The book moved like this. Even the parts that weren't really action-y were still really exciting. Basically, there's a reason why I finished it in half a day. Because I couldn't put it down. Of course, amidst all the bloody action and overall excitement, there's Jace and Clary's relationship. Don't get me wrong, I'm totally Team Jace and I want them together. But there are times where their relationship becomes so complicated and dysfunctional that they don't even know what's wrong. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of sick of Jace sitting in the corner, cutting his wrist, saying, I don't want to be like Valentine. The only way he'd truly be happy is if somebody told him, yes, Jace, you know what? You're right. You are the spawn of the devil. Please die. Because nobody seems to be able to assure him that he is not a devil child. And while his angsty moods were endearing and cute because he's Jace Wayland and everything he does is cute, at some point it just gets tedious. I mean, Jace has had the same argument going for quite some time now, and I think it's time for him to drop it. Yes, we know you were raised by Valentine. Yes, you have a very, very complicated life. And yes, your childhood is rather disturbing. Dear Jace Wayland, we love you, but get over it. Love, the Jace Wayland fan club. I don't really have a fan club. I should join one. Compared to the other three books, this book was comparatively 10 times more steamy, crude, and disturbing. Like, especially disturbing. Basically, you're gonna see the words blood and dead babies a lot. Please refrain from making dead baby jokes. My favorite part about this book was for the first time, Simon's storyline was more exciting than the other storylines going on. I mean, in the first book, Simon was just kind of there. In the second book, he was there and kind of being ignored. And in the third book, he was trying to be important and poking his way in, but he didn't quite get there. Not that I don't love Simon, don't get me wrong. I mean, sure, I'm Team Jace for Clary, but I love Simon. And he had a lot more involvement in this book than he has so far. I also got a little bit giddy whenever they mentioned Will Herondale, because for those of you who have read The Clockwork Angel, Will Herondale. I can't believe I just did that. Now, for those of you who are big Alec fans, you might be a little bit disappointed. I mean, he's in the book, but he kind of just shows up halfway through, fights a little bit with them, and then just is gone. For those of you who are big Isabel Lightwood fans, character development! For the past 3 books, Isabel's just been kind of shallow and there. Not that I don't love her, but she hasn't really developed much. But in this book, Isabel opens up a little bit, and we learn things as readers that we didn't know about her before. Now, as for the new character, Kyle/Jordan/Jordan Kyle. Ooh, good character. Good character. I legitimately applaud Cassandra Clare, because usually this far into a series, when an author tries to put in new characters, the new characters fall flat on their faces. And Dylan from Maximum Red. But Jordan was interesting. At first I thought he would pull a Sebastian and turn all evil, and I thought, oh my gosh, have you guys not learned? Good-looking boys are evil. Except for Jace. And Simon. And Alec. But no, even better, he didn't turn out to be evil. He turned out to be the ex-boyfriend that had changed May into a werewolf. Which just proves that no, you can't get enough of romantic tension. Now the new villain. Well, the Mortal Instruments series doesn't really have villains. They just have crazy bad guys who think that they're doing good, but they're not really. No, wait, this one is legitimately evil. I think I can call her a villain. Lilith. Did anyone give a little when you saw the dead babies in your mind? Dead babies? Can you get any more evil? I mean, if there had been like dead puppies and dead babies, that would have been awful. But dead babies is pretty awful too. Now, all in all, here's why I was so impressed with Cassandra Clare. 1, I thought I knew for sure what was going to happen in this book. I thought Jace and Clary were going to break up, and after a series of really annoying relationship problems. Well, I was right about the annoying relationship problems, but hey, they made it through. 2, for some reason, I just thought Valentine was going to come back, or something like that, one of his followers. But no, it's a demon. And possibly Sebastian. 3, the ending. She doesn't even give you a chance to recover from all the crazy stuff that happens with Lilith. It's like, oh, this is nice. Oh, they're going to stay together. Oh, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Ah! Ah! No, not Sebastian, not Sebastian, don't come back. This book was intense. I never thought I'd say this, but I was actually okay with the first half where there wasn't much action. I mean, sure, it was mostly about Isabel and May, and Simon, but it was still interesting. My one complaint is what it always has been. Jace and Clary's relationship. I mean, I could see why Jace would be avoiding her, but holy crap, Jace, get a therapist. See, Jace has a reoccurring pattern. It goes a little something like this. Crap, I just figured out something awful about myself and or something that has to do with me. I'm going to keep it to myself for as long as I can and just piss off a ton of people. I'm going to suddenly tell everybody what I should have told them a long time ago and get us into even more trouble. Jace, I love you, but let the emotions out. I think it's been proven more than once that keeping secrets doesn't work for you. Anyways, overall, amazing book. I will be rooting for Jace and Clary in the end, no matter how dysfunctional their relationship is. There were parts that were just so flippin' adorable. Like the wedding runes on the hands. No matter which way that relationship goes, it'll always be dysfunctional. But I think that's what we love about them. Also, will somebody answer my question, what happened to Lilith? All I know is that Simon was suddenly there, and she suddenly burst into light and was gone. And she said sevenfold. Maybe I overlooked something, but if anyone could explain that to me, that would be awesome, because I think that part would be much more epic in my brain if I knew what the heck had happened. And last but not least, how mad were you that we didn't actually get to see the wedding yet? I mean, man, I was so excited for that. So subscribe, comment, thumbs up if you're a shadow hunter, thumbs down if you are a Lilith cult person and you like to kill babies. I'd think long and hard before I press thumbs down if I were you. Dead babies is no laughing matter.